Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to have the Minister of Tourism for Seychelles here on our stand at World Travel Market 2022. Sylvestre, good morning to you.
Good morning, Graham.
How are things in the Seychelles? Have you recovered fully now from COVID pandemic?
Absolutely. I mean, we took the bold decision in March last year, when everybody was closing down, for us to open. We went into mass vaccination, and when we had achieved what we were told was sort of immunity, we reopened in March last year, and it's been up since then. I mean, tourism industry is doing very, very well.
So you're back up to sort of pre-COVID levels in terms of tourism numbers?
We're almost there.
And do you find that in a post-COVID world that the importance of tourism, both from an economic point of view but also from a social perspective, has gone up the economic echelons? You know, I know it's always important within Seychelles, but do you feel as if it's even more important now?
It is important, but at the same time, for Seychelles, I think it's been a wake-up call also. I think we've realized that we cannot depend entirely on tourism. You know, up to now, it's been the pillar of the economy, the main pillar of the economy. We had fisheries, we had a few other little industries, but now I think COVID has taught us that we really need to go into diversification big time, because we do not want to find ourselves, you know, out on our bum.
Yeah, just exposed with...
Absolutely.
When I was at university, we always called it the Marks and Spencer syndrome, that you're only reliant upon one market only for your supply. But given that you're expanding the economy, what ramifications does that have for tourism in terms of sustainability, both for the environment but also for residents? I mean, residents keen to diversify away from tourism?
I think it's going to be it is work in progress. I think it's going to be an uphill battle. People have gotten so used to having tourism, which, I mean, government was doing all the pulling and pushing, and I think the community, although we have little businesses run by Seychellois, but by and large it was government actually doing all the major work in terms of marketing. Sustainability, Seychelles has always pushed for sustainable tourism since 50 years ago to when we started the industry, and we realize more so now that in the world we're living in, it's got to occupy a very central part of everything that we do.
Excellent. And in terms of the marketing of the Seychelles, it's always been certainly from a UK audience, almost like a once-in-a-lifetime destination. I mean, it's like a luxury destination, something you would aspire to. Is that going to continue, or is it going to become even more exclusive if you're going to make it even lower volume and higher value?
I think as you rightly said, Graham, we want to go towards lower volume, higher value, but also aware that over the years what has happened is that we've opened up the industry. We do not only have the large hotels, previous administrations have pushed for smaller establishments to encourage Seychellois to go into, set up their own little business.
Sure.
So you have the little bed and breakfast type, 3-bed, 4-bed establishments, which unfortunately today occupies the majority of the bed stock in Seychelles. So we need to relook at that, rebalance it. But what we're also doing is diversify the market. We've realized that we cannot continue to depend on one main source market, which up to now has been Western Europe.
Sure.
We're looking at CIS countries, we're looking at the Middle East, Americas even, Africa to some extent, basically looking at the whole gamut of possibilities.
Sure. Now, one of the things about diversifying your accommodation stock, you say you've got a lot of SMEs, bed and breakfast, etc., that often produces an authentic product, something that you won't be able to get anywhere else in the world. If you start to develop bigger hotels, does that lessen that, but it also puts in the risk of tourism leakage? In other words, that money that for developing new hotels, the profit is going to be leaked out to other economies and not retained within the local economy. How do you defend against that?
No, absolutely. This is always the risk. We know that we need large hotels. In my view, I think we're almost there now. I think we're reaching a stage now where we will have to say thanks but no thanks in terms of new construction. To give an example, by 2024, we will be coming online some 500 new rooms in mostly 5-star, 4-star hotel. I think that should be enough. We need to push the small hotels to raise the standards, not only push down the price, but raise the standard so that they can provide a service that is excellent, more than excellent service, benefit them because we want them to be part of that community. And as you said, the money then, the revenue stays in the country, goes back into the local economy.
Good. Well, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very much.